Hi guys, it's Jen. Been a while. How are you? I am doing stupendously, horribly bad, but in the best way possible. I hope you can hear me because I don't feel like I'm talking very loudly, and I look a mess, and there's a reason for that, and it all makes sense, and I'm proud of it, actually. So, my house looks very sterile in the background, but I'm a very clean and organized person, so just deal with it. I had the breakdown. The breakdown that you have to have one day for any of this to change, Like, some people can just decide, like, they're done, and that's the time when they have surgery, and that's when they change, and I didn't change like that. Some people can say, I remember how I was before surgery, and I don't want to go back to that, so that's my inspiration to change, and I never had that. I knew things changed once I woke up from surgery. That was almost 2 years ago, almost, and shit just changed today. So the physical changes, and obviously the world around you changes, what you tolerate and what you don't, in terms of how people treat you and how you treat yourself. That changes. Your confidence grows. Your ability to demand a better life kind of changes, but that food stuff, it doesn't change. And I've gotten away with shit for a long time. Like I said, sorry about my cat. They like to climb up there. Anyway, I've gotten away with shit for a long time. I remember when I went to my 1-year post-op appointment, and my surgeon asked me how I was doing, and I said, I guess I'm doing okay, but I haven't really changed my eating habits. And he asked me what I meant, and I said I'm still eating a lot of carbs and a lot of sugar, and at that point I had started doing the frozen Coke thing, so it's been that long that I've been doing it, and he just kind of shook his head and smiled, and I said, I'm getting away with it though, like, my cat's gonna knock my stuff over. Anyway, I said I've been getting away with it. Hold on a minute, I gotta get this. It's gonna bother me. Anyway, so I said I've been getting away with it, and he just kept writing stuff, and he looked up at me and he said it won't last. And I said, well, what do you mean it won't last? Like, I know people who've had surgery who can't tolerate any sugar or any carbs at all, and here I am, I can tolerate a ton of that. And he said it's not going to last. You have to change, because your body's tolerance for those things and the ability for you to still lose weight is not going to last. And I thought he was a little crazy, because I could not understand how I was getting away with it for this long, and other people could get away with it for a little bit of time, but then they couldn't. And right around 21 months, I got what he meant. And I convinced myself that, oh, it's just because I'm not working out as much, and, that still may be the case, but I'll be 2 years in next week. Next week I'll be 2 years out on March 5th. And I'm not getting away with shit. I am at 220, or today when I weighed myself, I was at 220. 2 or 3 months ago, I was at 207. My lowest was 207. I don't know how many days I was for 207, because back then I wasn't weighing myself every day. I was weighing myself often, but not every day. And I've gotten to then I started weighing myself every day when I started to see that I was gaining weight, and now I'm starting I get on the scale now to see how much weight I've gained. Like, that's why I get on the scale now. It's terrible. So I got on the scale today, it was 220, and I was just like, oh no. You know, I tell myself in my head, like, this shit has to stop. I can't keep doing this. I know what the rules are, blah, 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 blah. And then, it was just like a normal day. Went to work was busy. Got home, had some fast food and frozen Coke or Slurpee or whatever, and I got really, really tired because I had that crash that you get, that a lot of you had prior to surgery, where you eat a bunch of crap and you just crash. And I do that now all the time because I eat like that all the time. So I took a nap and I set my alarm so I could get up and go to class tonight, and I woke up and I'm like, I don't feel like going out in the sub-zero temperatures. It was like 6 below. I don't feel like going out and driving 45 minutes to go to class, and then being in class, I don't want to go, and I just want to stay in bed. And then I decided I wasn't going to school, but then I got up and I went to White Castle and I got food, and then I got another frozen Coke. I've had 64 ounces of frozen Coke today, and about 64 ounces of water. So it basically evens out in terms of dehydration, or in terms of hydration. And I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty right now. But anyway, so I stayed home and I ate, and I was going to go back to sleep, and I thought, no, I'm going to watch these movies. And all of this is building up to my breakdown, so don't think I'm just telling you this stuff for no reason. But long story short, I started watching movies. And the first movie was okay. And the second movie was called Thanks for Sharing. And it's got a lot of cool, famous people in it. But at any rate, it's a movie about sex addiction. And one of the characters in the movie also had a food addiction. I had a couple texts during the movie that probably stimulated some stuff too, but not as much as the movie did. Something that I seen in the movie, maybe it was being able to relate to people or characters who knew what it was like to go every day, where you feel like you take so much energy every day just to avoid doing what you know you shouldn't be doing, because it's so compulsively integrated into your personality that you feel helpless to it. And I can relate to the sexual addiction part of it. I can relate to the food addiction part of it. I can relate to the always wanting to have control over things, but you don't really, the not being able to get close to people stuff. Like, everything in that movie hit me in some way. And I don't know what snapped, really. But I got up, I paused the movie, I got up, went in my kitchen, opened the pantry, threw away the Hostess donuts that I had in there, went over by the fridge, took all 4 bags of chips that I had, threw them in the trash, and just started punching them. Like, punching them. I went over in the fridge, I got out every piece of chocolate that I had in that fridge. M&M's, Hershey bars, Reese cups that I got for Valentine's Day, everything. And I went to throw them in the trash. And instead of throwing them in the trash, I just threw them across the room and screamed, "Fuck you," as loud as I could. And just like collapsed into a great big nonsense, overly dramatic sense pile of tears. And I just sat there and then laid there on my kitchen floor in tears. Then I regained composure, and I texted 2 of my friends who I felt could at least understand, or that seemed anxious. One had surgery, one did not, but he understands the food issues and the weight and trying to lose weight thing. So I texted both of them. One was a female, one was a guy. And I immediately, it took a lot for me to text them. A lot. And as I was texting them, I started to erase the message because I'm like, I'm not going to send this. But then I thought, you have to. Like, you have to say this, that this happened. So I texted them both, and I'm glad I did. Okay, I'm glad I did, and I thank you both. You know who you are. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not. Some people are weird about saying names, but you both know who you are, and what do I want to say? You both knew what to say and what I needed to hear, and the girl who I talked to, I snapshot on my iPhone. I like snapshotted some of our conversation because there are things that I'm gonna need to read again in the future. So, thank you both. There's some people that I'm close to, or that I'm closer to, I guess, because both of these people live in Texas and I'm in Michigan, so it's not like I can just hug them and like whatever. There are people here that I see and I allow in my house that I can't tell this stuff to. I don't trust them. I don't feel emotionally safe with them. So, at least not on this issue. So, it was good to be able to have people, two people in particular, that I felt close enough and trusting enough. Jesus, okay. This stuff is hard. They don't tell you this stuff when you have surgery. You find out about this stuff going through it and watching other people go through it. And this shit is real. And for me, I had to have this breakdown. I don't know what happens now. I know I needed to have this, but I don't know what happens now. I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be magically easier because the stuff's out in my house. But the stuff's in the world. The stuff's down the street. The stuff is at every store you go to. When Tori, my niece, comes over, everything in here that I had that was specifically just for her, stuff that I don't eat, and I really have it just here for her, I threw all that stuff away too, because while I was on my floor crying, I was like, letting her eat this crap. She eats as poorly as I do, and I'm just setting her, if I'm allowing, like, I can't control what her mom lets her eat, I can't control what my mom lets her eat, but I can control what she eats when she's in my house. And I'm not gonna contribute to her being in my place in 29 years from now. I'm not doing it. So when she comes over here tomorrow and she's looking for her Doritos and her brownies, I'm just gonna say we don't eat like that here anymore. And I have blueberries in the fridge, and I have grapes and oranges in the fridge, and she can have that stuff. But I don't know what happens now. I don't know if I wake up tomorrow and all this mess that happened today sets in and it's just magically easier. I don't know if it gets harder because of any kind of anxiety that I'm going to feel because it's not here. For a long time, I have told myself and I have told other people, I need that crap in my house. Like, even if I take a month to eat it, I have to see it be in my house. It's like a comfort to know that it's there. I need it. I don't have it anymore. It is in the trash. It is outside in it's like negative 15 now, degree temperatures. It's gone. It's in the trash. It is gone. And I'm sure I could go back out and buy stuff, but I'm not going to. And that's the only thing that I know. is that something happened tonight that is different than all the other things that have ever happened. I have had little breakthroughs throughout this process. I've had decisions and, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. This is why I'm not going to do this anymore. Something different happened tonight, and I don't know how to explain it, and I wish I could recreate it for every single one of you who need it, but it happened tonight to me for a reason, and I needed it so bad, and I know the rules. I know why the rules are there, and it's not just about surgery, and it's not just about losing weight. It's that plus addiction issues and emotional issues that have made me rely on an addiction just to get through everyday stuff. So now I gotta deal with the emotional stuff too. And this video is so fucking long, and I'm sorry, but so I've been crying a lot and thinking a lot and keeping to myself ever since I stopped texting those two people, because I gotta figure this out now on another level. And I gotta figure this out now with a different mindset and with different mechanisms to cope. And on good days, I'm sure I'm gonna be fine. You know, I don't try new bad foods. I don't try them. I don't eat them. But there's gonna be times when I'm gonna want the bad stuff. And what am I gonna do when that stuff happens? And all I can do is remember today. I don't care what life was like for me before surgery. I don't care what life has been since surgery, because I haven't really changed. There isn't really a whole lot of difference between the Jennifer that existed before today and the Jennifer that existed before surgery. There's really just not a lot of change. There's changes that occurred because of the weight loss that have been positive and would have occurred whether I lost the weight through surgery or lost the weight otherwise. And I'm extremely grateful for my surgery, but those changes took place because of how the world treats me, not how I treat me. So now I gotta work on the how I treat me part. That part sucks. But I did it today. I had the breakdown. And I'm so tired. Just so tired. So tired. So I don't know. I don't know where this goes from here, and I'm sorry that I've taken 18 minutes of your life and consumed you with mine. But I need you to know that you're not alone. I don't care how short or how long you've been out of surgery. Hi, sweetie. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care what you need. I'm telling you right now that you're not by yourself, and I can't be there for everybody all the time. You're gonna fall. I can't be there for everybody all the time, and I can't pretend that I'm invested in somebody if I'm not. But the people that I have in my life, I have because I genuinely care about them, and I genuinely have love for them. And I'm not. This kid is driving me nuts. I'm not always the best of friend. I'm just not. Sometimes I'm selfish and self-involved and only care about my issues and my problems, and I just want everybody to do everything my way. Stop, Nico. Stop. But at any rate, if I could do something for you, I absolutely will. I just don't want you to put too much expectation into me, because I gotta get some stuff together. So if you feel like I'm shutting you out, I'm not. If I don't talk to you as much and then I suddenly just need you, I am not gonna be mad at you if you're not there, because relationships are a two-way street, and I can't expect people to be there for me when I'm not all the way there. But I just want you to know that once I get some of this stuff figured out, and in the process of me getting this stuff figured out, if you need me, I'm here. We can talk. I can do what I can. I just can't solve your problems for you. You need to do this, and it's going to happen for you when it happens. So, longest video I've made in a long time, starring Nico, and it is what it is. So, thank you for watching, and I'll let you know how stuff goes. My 2-year post-op appointment is next week. It is on the 5th, which is actually my 2-year anniversary or surgery. So I'm excited. I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what happens, but I will leave you with this little bit of information. I had a friend who told me the first 12 months of surgery, your success is 80% surgery and 20% you. From month 13 to month 23, your success is 50% you and 50% your surgery. 24 months and beyond, your success is 80% you and 20% your surgery. That is some real talk right there. So listen, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching, and I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.